I don't think that women... Okay, wait. This may be controversial. So I just want to let y'all know, like, I'm not the one. I'm not going to be the one to play with. So I feel like women who are quote unquote desperate for love, I feel like they're not desperate for love. I feel like the women who are quote unquote desperate for love, I feel like, yeah, there's 80%. We could even say 90. Let's say there's 80% or 90% of those people that are desperate for love, right? I feel like the people that we think are desperate for love, that 10%, that 20%, are just looking for proof that what they want exists. Like, social media makes it seem like what we want is like served on a platter for us, and we can walk outside and find that person that we want, the way that they look, the way that they may act on social media, whatever. But when you're actually in the dating world looking for what you want, it may seem like that's impossible. The people that you run into that seem like, oh my God, this might be the one, and then it ends up being like a fucked up situation, or it ends up being a situation shit, they're not serious about you, whatever. Like, that could that could fuck a person up. You know what I'm saying? Or if the person has had daddy issues or issues with trauma or in their past, I think that some women are genuinely just looking for proof that the love that they desire exists. And I think that's where the desperation comes from. Sometimes I don't think it's desperation. I think they're just looking for proof. Yeah.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but I guarantee if you sit down and actually really get to know that person, you wouldn't be so fucking obsessed with them. You see, the second you start to find somebody attractive, okay, and you're desperate to be in a relationship, to be in love, to be whatever, you're gonna start projecting every fucking fantasy you have in your head about them onto them. Be like, oh, they could be this, they could be that. Oh my God, they seem like the type of person to do this. You're projecting, whatever. I need you to understand what you're doing is you're putting them on a pedestal, and they've done absolutely fucking nothing to prove that. Okay? Let them prove to you if they're worthy of your time. Let them prove to you if they're actually meant to be in your life. Not the other way around. The person who you're thinking about probably doesn't even exist. Okay? Okay? So put yourself back on the pedestal. This is your life. You get to call the shots. You get to decide who's in it or not. It's your life. And if you want this person to be in your life, okay, then they'll be in your life. Anything that's meant for you will never pass you by. Okay? I need you to understand that. Please. Stop being desperate. Anyways, I love you guys. Follow for more.
This guy that I liked at a bar, and I go over to him, I'm like, oh my gosh, hey, how are you? You know, just trying to start conversation, whatever. And he's like, oh, good, we're about to head out. And he's like, oh, are you guys staying? And I go, no, I mean, like, I'm going home with you. He looked me dead in my face, laughed in my face in front of his friends and my friends, grabbed him, and walked out of the bar. I just said, okay. I took my L, put it in my pocket, and charged it to the game.
You cannot make this stuff up. So she thought that she was one of the Splash Brothers, right? She tried to pull up from the logo. She saw Steph and Clay do it, and she thought that she can do it too. I mean, seriously, could you imagine a man doing this, right? Could you imagine a man basically saying, yeah, you're coming home with me? Doesn't that sound creepy? Doesn't that sound predatorial? So, hey, good on him for basically rejecting her and moving on. I mean, if it comes too easy, normally there's something wrong.
Five men watched me struggle on an airplane I just got off of while they just stared at me while I was struggling to get my bag down. Now, I am an independent woman, but I think that's messed up. Like, literally watched me struggle. Anyway, what do you guys think about that? Because I think it's pretty messed up. Let me know.
Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so, right? You got a strong, independent woman needing a man, right? It's funny how that works. Where is Bear? Where's Bear? I'm just saying. Now, I do want to take a look at the comment section because she's absolutely getting roasted in the comment section. First commenter says, I know how you feel. I had 5 women stare at me trying to make a sandwich. Your attitude says it all. Next commenter says, did you ask for help? I've attempted to help independent women with their bags who got irritated and snapped. I've got it, right? So, you know, hey, you have these scenarios where there are some guys that try to help and it's still a problem. It's still a problem, right? It's just contingent on if she finds you attractive or what her mood is, or, you know, whatever's going on at that particular moment. You know, like, there's just so many variables when it comes to these types of scenarios. And of course, you got men responding to what she has to say. I mean, after all, she says that she's strong and independent.